Welcome to Noster Stadium tonight as we have the Lady Tigers from Warrensburg visiting the pitch. Noster will be on the west end of the field, while the Lady Tigers will be in white on the east end. Noster looking to capitalize on a home win tonight, Derek, with somebody that's really close here. I'm Michael Coron here with Derek Brizendine, with his wife Allison on camera tonight, and once again we're here at Noster Stadium for the Noster Panthers versus the Warrensburg Tigers.
Last time these two met was early in the season at the Oak Grove Panther Cup. Warrensburg got the better of the match, 5-2. But talking to Coach Davis before the game here, talked about the toughness of this Lady Panthers team, and that was on full display the other night when they picked up a home win against Casey Lutheran.
Ball immediately goes back to the Lady Tigers. Pass forward, and it's going to go out of bounds and go right back to the Panthers. So 2 quick throw-ins here to start the match. Throwing it in for the Lady Panthers is Elizabeth Sturgill.
The wind coming out of the north this time. Last time we were here, it came out of the south. So kind of going to be interesting to see how the ball plays here early on.
Yeah, fullback line there, just not strong enough to be able to come forward. Ball looks like it's going to go out of bounds and be a goal kick here for Ayanna Perry.
You know, Michael, I got to watch this Lady Tigers team a lot when I worked at the paper, and this is a group that I kind of got to watch grow up in the program, and so to see them out here as seniors, I remember when they were just as freshmen, you know, playing soccer there, and so it'll be interesting to see what they bring tonight. Real good goalie back on the back line for them in Jen Miller. I mean, top notch, one of the best in the area. They were able to sneak 2 by her at that Oak Grove Panther Cup. So see if they maybe sneak a couple more by tonight and hold that clean sheet.
Yeah, you can see them playing so far forward here. In fact, their fullbacks are beyond midfield there. Sturgill had knocked that one out, and that was an actual shot there by number 10, Tabby Bolt, just off of the deflection of the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened on that one. It kind of looked like defense broke down a little bit in the box, and Tabby Bolt had a wide open shot and just kind of got the yips on it looked like. And luckily for the Lady Panthers, that one went wide.
Yeah, first touch there. She probably could have went with 2 touches there to try to push it through. We're going to get a foul called here, and that's actually going to go against Noster. And the Tigers set to kick. Not quite a set play as they're about 50 yards out, but just trying to get it back into play and see what they can do. It actually punches through. It ended up being a very nice ball that punched through there. And Ellie Weiderhoff actually had a chance there to be able to put a boot on it and put it at goal as well, but just out of reach for the Lady Tigers. Another goal kick coming. Looks like Jane Yates will be taking care of responsibilities there for the Noster Panthers. And Holyfield tries to play it forward, but that defensive line right there for the Tigers.
Nice through that ball there by Annabelle Roberts. See if Holyfield can chase it down.
Just out of play there, but as you said, Annabelle was able to push that one through. Holyfield giving chase over there on the far side. Just out of her reach, though, for her to be able to make a play on it. She had quite a bit of open field in front of her if she would have been able to do that. Looked like offside should have happened, and had a major delayed call there from our line judge on the side.
Yeah.
Ball played back to the trail. Now a good triangle there by the Lady. They get a high kick call, and they're going to be able to play this one forward. There's Annabelle in a battle right there in midfield. Through pass. And that's Ellie Weiderhoff. Annabelle able to take that one from behind, a little defense from behind to be able to stop that one. Ellie was wide open there to take another shot on goal, but unable to do so. And Ayanna Perry there to clean it up for the Noster Panthers. There's Weiderhoff coming up that sideline. Now Heaven Van Winkle takes the ball away from her. Heaven trying to keep it inbounds, and now it's kicked out of bounds by Sturgill. Going to have a set piece here for the Lady Tigers on the side, a little corner kick. And we'll see if we've got in-swinger action or out-swinger. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of in-swing on the kick. You see near post covered there by Sturgill. And Ayanna Perry is locked up there by Tabby Bolt. Nice try on the header. Heaven Van Winkle trying to clear it out of there. Ends up hitting a Tiger. And the shot on goal is just wide of the post to the right-hand side. So, Derek, as we've started this one, the Lady Tigers have had a couple of opportunities here, just have not been able to capitalize within that 18. In fact, a couple times within the 6 there on that last one.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers just kind of trying to hold off this initial push from Coach Olivas' team, who really is on the attack tonight. Really, trying to push forward as much as possible. Some really nice through balls, some passes that have found the open hole. So going to look for the Lady Panthers to clean that up a little bit. They've done a nice job recovering, but you can't always rely on the recover to get you through.
No, definitely. Coach Moses is going to want to see a little bit more defensive action and getting that ball out of there just a little bit quicker. Lana Freitas there on a quick throw in and then knocked right back out of bounds by the Panthers. Now the Panthers will have another opportunity to be able to throw it in. Freitas to throw it in again on the far side. Couple headers there from the Lady Tigers to play it forward. And now the big boot by Jen Miller. She puts it forward for the Lady Tigers. And now they're on the attack, swinging wide over here to Ellie. And Sturgill to throw it in off the missed first touch.
I say, kind of a benefit to have that missed first touch, as Elizabeth just was about a step off of that one, but the bounce played in her favor there, and she was able to take advantage of it.
I think that's Nina Lapey that was called on that high kick there. She tried a little bicycle kick without doing the bicycle.
Yeah, that's Ellie. A couple high kick calls on the Lady Panthers here this evening.
Ellie over here on this near side to us, she's really on the attack for the Lady Tigers. She draws Sturgill defensively. And there's Annabelle Singleton. Trying to get the ball forward for the Lady Panthers. That ball punches loose. Heaven Van Winkle gives chase, and Ayanna Perry for the Lady Panthers. Little missed kick there. Ellie Weiderhoff trying to punch it forward. She's got 2 Panthers on her. Now tries to clear across. Annabelle Singleton off the shoulder of one of those Tigers. And now Sturgill just kicks it out of bounds to get the defense set up.
Annabelle Roberts really does a nice job putting the pressure on them and pulling the play back in her favor, not really letting them keep that momentum.
Nice cross there by Ashton Thomas. Cleaned up well by Lana Freitas at about the 6-yard line. Lucky Lana was there. That ball went right across the mouth of the goal, as we say. And Ayanna Perry was right there coming forward, but Freitas was able to knock it out for the Lady Panthers. Ayanna Perry to clean it up there. rolls out to Freitas over on the far side. Now Holyfield tries to flick it forward. And there's Ashton Thompson. We haven't mentioned her much except for that last cross, but that outside, and then Bolt coming down the middle. She didn't know if Bolt was going to one-touch it or lay it off and then maybe get it back, so she was trying to split the two forwards there and ended up falling down, not able to take care of Bolt. Bolt able to put one away for the Lady Tigers and give them a 1-0 lead here with about 25, a little over 25 and a half here to play in the first.
That is somebody that you just do not want to let get away from you. The speed of Tabby Bolt and the endurance of Tabby Bolt is hard to match.
You know, it was a nice through ball to her as it split through the middle of those fullbacks there, the sweeper and the stopper. Just a beautiful pass for her to be able to control. She took her time with it, let some patience, put it on that far post away.
Just kicking it into the ocean, and that can sometimes just get the best of you. She did a nice job putting that one away, and Iona Perry really did, try to cut off as much angle as she could, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, like I said, she was actually trying to cut off two angles there to be able to try to stop that play just a little bit. Tabby just being able to put it in there for the Tigers. Now Freitas on the far side for the Lady Panthers to punch it forward. And Freitas able to control it and keep it there. Now Yates punching it forward. There goes Tabby again on a run through, and Iona's going to want to come out faster, and she does. Meets her just about 15 yards out, so a nice job by Perry on that one to close that one out.
How about the step of Heaven Van Winkle, though? Somebody that last time we saw her here at Panther Stadium, she was being helped off the field after a lower leg injury, and now here she is, less than a week later, chasing down easily one of the fastest players out on the pitch.
Good to have her back and good to see her out there being able to contribute. Sturgill to throw it in. Nina unable to get ahead on that one. Now Sturgill on the first touch, able to lay it down and punch it forward, but right there is that defense of the Tigers. Freitas playing forward that time, and the ball's going to get punched past Jane Yates and go wide. You see the Tabby just kind of hold up there just a little bit. Oh, Ellie made a run on that outside, just unable to put a boot on it. But a nice run and a nice cross from the Lady Tigers.
That was a good-looking play all the way around. Annabelle Roberts getting a foot in there to even cut the angle off on that to make it tougher, and to be able to get such a clean cross off by Ashton Thompson, just really nice all the way around.
Yeah, and there's Tabby right in the thick of things. You can see the Tigers playing it wide, then trying to bring it across, just like he should. Sturgill trying to play it forward. Now Van Winkle right there, step for step with Tabby. Tabby trying to make a turn. Now she lays it back to her trail. Nice little give and go there by the Tigers. Tabby now trying to take it forward, but Sturgill able to knock it out so he can set the defense up and get ready for this Tiger attack.
The speed of Bolt kind of gets taken back a little bit here when the ball work gets at her feet, and so Lady Panthers doing a real nice job of taking advantage of that and not letting her get out and get them into a foot race.
Yeah, Heaven Van Winkle almost step for step with her right there. I mean, she was right beside her the entire time. Throw-in tried to go to Wonderhoff there. The ball's going to go out of bounds and be a goal kick for the Lady Panthers, where Jane Yates has been taking these all night from the 6.
And again, apologize for that corner being cut off there a little bit. We got the camera back in the booth. It's a little bit easier to communicate with the camera when they're next to you and not through a closed door. So we thought we'd try that, and hopefully next time we'll be able to have that camera back outside.
Are you saying that you got to keep an eye on your wife?
Well, hey, hadn't hadn't got to run camera too much, just to ask good questions, and hey, learning process.
Thompson on the throw-in for the Tigers. I'm going to stay out of this husband-wife thing here just a little bit. I think I already caused a little bit of issue right there, but we'll keep it clean, keep it family-oriented here. Tigers playing it over on the far side, going wide again. Freitas right there. Nice job by her. Then cleaned up by Violet Roberts. Over there on the far side. Heaven Van Winkle kind of taking a knee down there. Not sure if she's hurt or just resting. Yeah, she's looking to come out.
It looks like favoring that leg again.
Yeah.
That she came out with the other night.
Valerie Casilio's come in for her. Yeah, she's limping over to take a seat to see if she can't work on that right leg just a little bit. Trainer is right there to support and help. Freitas punches it forward to Holyfield. What a beautiful ball by her. Now Holyfield with the ball at her feet. She's going to get fouled. I think I'd do a quick set right here. You got Nina over here on the far side again. Freitas with a little delay, allowing everybody to come forward. Now Holyfield. Actually looked like Holyfield was probably offsides there, but once again waiting for that time. The ball ends up going past the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. And Miller with just a quick touch inside the 18 on that goal kick. Sturgill to Holyfield. Holyfield now trying to turn. She's able to get the turn. Now Sturgill and closing out. Now Freitas over on the far side. Now here's Tabby Bolt. Nice job by Anna Perry. Anna just laying down there doing exactly what she's supposed to do. Putting her body in front of Tabby and that goal. The ball does end up going off of Perry. It is going to be a set play over on the far side for Thompson. But you couldn't have done any better on that position. I mean, she had a great player coming at her in Tabby Bolt. And now we're going to have a little outswinger corner kick. You see much of the lineup at the 18. Right across the face, and Ellie unable to put a boot on it again as that ball was bouncing in dangerous territory right at the 6, exactly where you want to see it.
Ashton Thompson can put that one just about wherever she wants to put it seems like.
I tell you what, she's put some beautiful balls on there tonight as she's been able to have a cross here from our near side, that little in-swinger, and then that ball right there on the 6 for Ellie on this far side. You couldn't ask for more out of your corner kick. Ellie now trying to make the turn, and Sturgill punches it out of bounds for the Lady Panthers. Throw-in's going to go to the Tigers. Madison Dean going to check in for the Lady Tigers and give Callie Manning a little bit of a break. Manning comes over to the sideline, getting a little bit of instruction from Olivas. He must see something over there on that far side that she's playing on. Looks like the Tigers do kind of favor that right side over there as they want to bring it up. Here's Thompson. I don't think she cares what side she's on. And now she's going to get actually it's going to go to a goal kick, and Jane Yates is going to kick it out for the Panthers.
Looks like we're going to have us a substitution here.
And the goalie.
Netminder. I did not catch a number on who that was before.
Yeah, that's Cassie McKenzie that's coming in for the Lady Panthers, and Ayanna Perry going to come out. And punched out of bounds there by Castillo, who just checked in for Van Winkle in that fullback position. Thompson trying to get a touch on it. Tabby Bolt took a shot on goal. And McKenzie unable to control it. And now Thompson here for another set piece for the Lady Tigers. These in-swingers are always dangerous. You see them stacked up at the top, but they're inside that 18. There's a little run out. Tabby Bolt there with a beautiful header. And once again, you're talking about a ball that's inside the 6. So Thompson couldn't have put any better assist on that ball than she possibly gave right there. And Tabby Bolt was standing right there to jump up and put a head on it. Just a beautiful set piece there by the Warrensburg Tigers. All set up because of Thompson and the way she's able to pass off of those corners in that set piece.
Yeah, I think it was just a matter of time before one of those corners found the back of the net. Just real nice job. Nothing really the Lady Panthers could have done to stop that one.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the pass from the corner was just beautiful by Thompson. Thompson there trying to go back to Ellie over here on this near side. Now they trail back to Thompson. Lana Freitas there to pick it up for the Lady Panthers. Castillo trying to punch it through. Now Sturgill, sky high kick. Nina Lapie there trying to control it for the Panthers, but the ball's going to go out of bounds and go right back to the Tigers. Quick throw in. Ellie Wonderhoff coming down this side. I don't know if the ball ever actually came in bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if it hit in the white there to be in or not.
Actually, a call there on Nina Lapie, but honestly, I thought it was a clean shot. It looked worse than it was, but she had her shoulder down.
I guess she put into her a little bit, but this referee, this is how he called the game the other night. Just very tight, didn't let anything get out of hand, so good for him, and he's been consistent.
As long as he's clean and consistent and keeps that play there. We saw Thompson going right over the top of that wall. Ball had a nice bend on it, but McKenzie able to take care of it there for the Lady Panthers. No rebound shot off of that. Sturgill now trying to head it forward, and there's Thompson. Flick on to Ellie. Ellie here over on the far side. Went off of her. Should be a goal kick. And a correct call there on the field. So 2-0 in this one. Tabby Bolt has been able to finish both of those to clean it up for the Tigers. One on a runner and one on just a beautiful set piece. But she's got 2 tonight for Warrensburg. Cambry Peterson over there on the far side for the Tigers in just a little bit of a battle. Now Holyfield trying to give chase. They'll probably play it back to Miller, and they do. Jen Miller knocking it out of bounds, getting her defense set up. And Lana Freitas to throw it in on the far side for the Lady Panthers. Good to see Van Winkle come back in. And Castillo steps back out for a rest, but Heaven Van Winkle's able to step back in for the Lady Panthers.
Well, Heaven just adds a piece to that back line that's vital. Really shuts it down and keeps the attackers honest.
You almost want to see her just mark Tabby right here as Tabby makes a run at that pass off of Thompson, and there's Thompson again trying to head it forward.
To be honest, I'd put either Roberts or Van Winkle or even Jane Yates on Tabby Bolt. That's just how good a defense they play.
Yeah, you just almost just want somebody just to mark her, know where she's at. There's Annabelle Roberts trying to play it forward, goes out of bounds.
Sometimes there can be nothing more frustrating than if you just have a player chasing. I remember I was told that one time. I was just told, chase this guy wherever he goes, you go, and I did, and that kid just got so frustrated because it doesn't matter, where you're at. If you got somebody on your side, it just becomes frustrating.
Yeah, you just mark them, you almost hound them to death, and just make it hard for them to be able to get the ball back. And as they try to give chase the entire time, you're step for step with them. And I think any of those young ladies that you mentioned would be able to stay step for step with Tabby here and just kind of cause some frustration. Here's Tabby over with a nice flick there on that far side. Now trying to play it forward. Ellie Weiderhoff there. She settles this one. Now takes a shot on goal, but McKenzie's right there to clean it up. You see Weiderhoff. She's just holding her face. She wishes she had that one back. She probably could have played it forward with another touch. She had settled it at her feet, and she probably could have gave dribble just a little bit to close out a little bit closer. But it was a nice shot on goal. It was a good keeper save as well. Weiderhoff kicks it out of the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Panthers.
Lady Panthers need to clear this one out and get a kind of a bit of a break for that defense been working so hard.
Yeah, you'd like to see them spend just a little bit of time over there on the opposite end. And Ellie Weiderhoff takes a seat. Callie Manning comes back out for the Tigers. And here's Thompson. Thompson just out of their reach. You could just read her mind what she was trying to do. She was actually trying to go to that far post. She sent it about 10, 15 feet wide of that post. She was just trying to give a play over there on that opposite side for any of her teammates. Honestly, don't think there's a better passer out there tonight than Thompson.
No, she can just about put that ball wherever she wants with a purpose.
Been extremely impressed with just her touch, and there's Tabby.
What a nice touch there for the hat trick.
Yeah.
Hats off.
Tabby got the hat trick here in the first half. Kind of a missed opportunity there as we were trying to kick it out, and it went right to the feet of Tabby. She was able to play it forward to herself and then put a nice touch on it to go to that far post away from McKenzie.
How's it going?
Now Holyfield here to start things back up for the Panthers.
So he decided he was going to go on a trip. So I told him, I said, boys, look, I've had it on the schedule since the beginning of the season, but it's a possible date.
We're back here. Jane Yates to kick the goal kick for the Lady Panthers. Big kick right to Thompson, though. Van Winkle right there. Now Tabby Bolt over to Manning. There's Annabelle Roberts with a big cross out there, but it goes out of bounds, and a quick throw in over on the far side for the Tigers.
Here with about 6 minutes left in the half, the Lady Panthers going to want to try and get a little bit of offensive momentum going. Their defense has been doing a lot of the legwork here tonight.
Yeah, they've got to be exhausted. The Tigers have spent quite a bit of time over here on this end of the field. Like I said, you'd love to see them be able to punch something through. Noster, though, when they do get past that half, they're really looking just to attack straight up the middle of the pitch instead of getting it wide and trying to bring it in through the outsides, which is more traditional in what we're seeing out of the Tigers here. Yates on the far side to kick for the Panthers. Played right back to her by the midfield there of the Tigers. Sturgill heads it forward. And there's Castillo taken down hard. Going to be a penalty here, and now Noster going to get a kick. Looks like Lana Freitas is going to take it for the Lady Panthers. Oh, nice through ball just off the mistake, but Jen Miller's right there to clean it up for the Tigers. Looks like Caden Sunio was right there in the middle, number 7. Probably could have played it right to her feet and then tried to punch it forward. Tabby playing it forward to Manning. And now a call over on the far side. Looks like the ball must have gone across the sideline there right before Tabby was able to control it for the Lady Tigers. Now the throw-in will come on the side here for Sturgill. Almost like a sideline warning or something going on down there. More like a...
I wonder if that's what shielded them, because I don't think that one quite fully went out of bounds. But if you're shielded at all, that can be a tough one to call.
I didn't think it did. I thought Tabby was able to get a touch on it, but I thought maybe my angle from up here was just wrong. But they did get the call, and Noster did get the throw in over there on that side. And actually, this one should go right back to Noster, but going to go to the Tigers. I thought it was played forward just a little bit there by Faith Dye. But she's able to sell it. Now Thompson with a through ball up to Manning. Manning now giving chase. Annabelle Roberts right there stride for stride. Nice job by Roberts to be able to close that one out. Roberts now trying to make the turn. Nice spin by her to push it forward. But Thompson right there to clean it up for the Tigers. Now Thompson from about 17. She's on the cross. She had Madison Dean over there on the far side. That's the second time that she's tried to go to Dean on that far post. That time Dean unable to get there, but Thompson just thinking that game as she's in there, almost thinks that she's a little bit too unselfish. She might have had a shot of her own right there if she'd have taken it on that far post. But she's got another set play here. Here's that outswinger. If she puts this one in the 6, and she does.
I was just thinking the same thing. If I were her, I'm anywhere inside that box, I'm taking a shot. Even if I'm 5-10 yards out, I'm taking a shot, especially with the boot that she has.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm just looking at just the the ability that she has to almost put that ball on a dime. She's put 3 corner kicks inside the 6, giving her team yet another opportunity here. Tabby had an opportunity. The far post had an opportunity right there. Just a beautiful pass by her. In set pieces alone, she pays the bills.
Yeah, she's one of those ones that she's always had a strong kick. But I just feel like the accuracy has improved and just puts that wherever she wants.
Noster now with a little bit of life up here on the opposite end of the play there. We got Sturgill up there battling with Holyfield. Now Sturgill to throw it in.
Good to see here. About a minute left in the half. See a little bit of life. Maybe that's something they can carry in to the rest of the game as the second half gets underway shortly.
Yeah, Castillo there. The ball's going to get kicked out of bounds, and 35 seconds left, and we get to see Noster's first set play here. They've got about 30 seconds to get it in. It looks like Annabelle Roberts is going to come over and take this set piece for the Panthers. Outswinger for her. Box is packed. Nice ball by her as well. Right there is Holyfield. Jen Miller unable to control the first, but able to grab it off the rebound. Now she's able to punch it forward. Tabby's calling for it as she's basically got one-on-one here on the far side.
It gets me every time.
Everybody in the booth jumping on that horn. But that's how we're going to end the first half here, with Tabby Bolt with a hat trick here in the first half. We're going to go into halftime here, take just a little bit of a break, and then we'll get back to action here in about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we come back, we missed a great flyby here at Noster Stadium as one of the B2s banked right over the top of the stadium to give Noster and Warrensburg a great flyby. We've got another one that's actually taken off here for us. Starting action here in the second. Layoff from Thompson to Manning. Unable to control it. Ball goes just out of bounds. Another fly over just on the far side, but at halftime that one came right over the pitch, banking, and this gave a beautiful view to everybody here at the stadium.
I'm telling you, we've seen it how many times, and yet every time it's just as cool.
Doesn't matter. It's just such an amazing plane, and we're just thankful that it's here in Noster, and we're able to support the mission every single day here with what we do in Noster schools.
And the students that come along with that mission, it's just really cool to see. You never know, who's going to walk in your door that day, and it's really a cool excitement to see what stories they bring, because a lot of them have lived outside the country, and so they get to tell you all their stories, and it's just super cool to hear.
The great thing is both of these teams are able to capitalize on that great diversity, that great culture, the world travel that is brought by the Air Force Base, and both of these teams are able to capitalize on that and to be able to learn from that and have those students there. It's just an amazing thing, and I know both schools are very honored to be able to serve the military and our Air Force Base here. We just truly are thankful for the service that our men and women in the Air Force and the National Guard are able to provide for us each and every day. Holyfield gives chase up top there. And Jen Miller able to punch that one through. Good defense and way to stick with it there by the Lady Tigers, Peyton Heavner. Now Tabby tapping it forward. Anna Perry coming up. Tabby lays it wide, and it's just wide of the post there. I think that's Ellie over there on the far side. Tell you, Tabby Borst she's trying to get Ellie a goal tonight. Ellie on the far side sends it wide right, and Noster lucky to come out of that one with a goal kick.
Ellie just got to be sick to her stomach after that one. I mean, Tabby put it right there, wide open, and just unlucky.
Another B2 taken off. Now Manning pressing forward for the Tigers. Annabelle Roberts now on the carry. Trying to pass it up to Nina Lepe. Taken away by Peyton Heavner. Castillo. Roberts. Orta Freitas. Roberts in the center of the field. Right there's Cambry Peterson for the Tigers. Now Faith Dye over on the far side. With Ellie Weiderhoff knocking it out of bounds. Actually, it's going to go right back to the Tigers, and Dye is going to throw it in. Weiderhoff on the far side. Crosses it over, and Perry cleans it up for the Panthers. Sturgill on the far side, and the throw-in's going to go back to the Tigers. Now Sturgill scrambling to get back to Weiderhoff. Weiderhoff on a nice move on the outside, crossing it over. Right to Ayanna Perry. Freitas unable to control it for the Panthers on the far side. Now Thompson to throw it in.
Speaking of Thompson, we were talking about her at halftime and the performance she put on in the first half and where she's going to school. And she's a to going to Avila to play soccer. So big pickup there for Avila University is we're talking about the precision that she had there in the first half on her set pieces.
Yeah, truly, Avila has grabbed a player that could have possibly went higher than that. Just the consistency with how she's able to make those passes has impressed me here throughout the night. Just out of the reach of Manning there. Off the pass from Cambry Peterson. Manning now able to lay it off of the Panthers. And here's a good look at Thompson right here. Thompson on the carry. Now crossing it in. Actually, maybe taking a little bit of shot on goal there. I'm not sure. Maybe in the first errant pass that we've actually seen out of her, but it may be because she was actually taking a shot on goal herself, which is what we had talked about in the first half for her to be able to do.
Yeah, we were saying, very unselfish, but sometimes you got to be a little selfish.
Here's a beautiful touch up by Holyfield. Now Holyfield giving chase. They're going to pass it back to Jen Miller. Miller punches it forward up to Cambry Peterson. Peterson there in the middle of the pitch for the Tigers. Now Thompson. Thompson on a beautiful feed up to Weiderhoff. Weiderhoff able to finish one there on the far side. Looked like she put a little left boot on it to be able to put it in. Actually was touched by Ayanna Perry, but found the back of the net for the Tigers as they go up 4-0 here with 33-26
I was trying to
left in the match.
I was trying to watch that back line. That's something Noster's done a really good job of this year, is kind of holding that back line. But just was unlucky there as Weiderhoff paced him just enough and saw the assistant referee give that play on signal. So he was just letting that referee know right off the bat, this is clean.
Well, and who did the pass come from? But Thompson. Thompson able to lay that one through for Weiderhoff. Now Manning here on the near side, carrying for the Tigers. Nice move by her. She tries for the near post, tries to swing it in. It's wide of the post. It'll be a goal kick for Jane Yates. Holyfield's had a couple of nice breakaways here in this second as well. Just unlucky as she's pushed the ball forward just a little bit too far, and honestly, coming over to clean those up both times have been Brooklyn Becker for the Tigers, as she's given chase and been able to stop Holyfield from being able to make her run.
I'm telling you, when you don't have the angle on it, when you just see the goalie stand there and let that ball go by, you kind of just want to scream for a second and be like, dive, and then you realize it was out of reach.
There's Manning trying to put it into Tabby. Tabby with a big boot on that one.
I don't think Tabby was going for much more there than just get a foot on it and see where it goes.
There's Annabelle Roberts. Manning taken down by Yates within the 18. Play on. There's Heavner. There's Manning giving chase again for the Tigers. Annabelle Roberts. Nice touch to get it to the outside. She's now got some room to carry in front of her. And now able to punch it forward. Nina Lapie would have been offsides had that went through and been able to be touched. There's Weiderhoff on the far side for the Tigers. Sturgill knocking it out of bounds to set the defense up. Throw in going to come from Faith Dye. And there's Lana Freitas. one of the reasons that Ellie may have had a little bit of issue over there, Lana Freitas plays on that outside fullback over there. Does a nice job of being able to clean up and close out. There she is on the throw-in. Ball goes right to Ayanna Perry. Now set to kick and clear. There's Freitas knocking it out of bounds to set the defense up. And Thompson to throw it in for the Tigers.
About half an hour left here in this ball game, and Noster, a little bit of spark they had there at the end of the half went away, and Ayanna Perry did a nice job stopping that shot, that blast by Ashton Thompson.
She did, and Cambry Peterson right there to try to capitalize on the rebound, but knocks it over the top of the goal.
Yeah, I got to think this is one of the best teams I've seen Coach Olivas have in his time at Warrensburg.
There's Manning on this near side. Castillo knocks it out of bounds for the Panthers. And here comes another set play for Thompson. There's no question who's going to take these corners for the Tigers. And Avila, if you're listening, there should be no question whoever takes your corners as well for the next 4 years. Nice try there by the Tigers. Peyton Heavner.
I think it's Peyton Heavner that's going to Westminster to play soccer.
Thompson wants one of her own, and she's able to capitalize there for the Tigers. Just the payoff for her with the assist that she's able to provide. That was a rocket at Perry. Not much she could have done with that. Great touches by Thompson. Right there inside the 18. As we talked about, Derek, it's just a matter of time for that defense. I mean, they've had the ball down on their side of the pitch for most of this game. They've got to be exhausted.
Especially when Jen Miller can do something like that.
Lana Freitas puts it up to Castillo. Allie Stiles there for the non-Noster Panthers giving chase on Manning. And it's going to be another set play for Thompson and the Tigers. And yet another B2 takes off during the match. Thompson here on an outswinger here on the near side for the Tigers. Stack up, you're going to see him kind of curl towards it. Oh, that ball was bouncing around the front of the pitch, the front of the goal there. Peyton Heavner actually was the one that put a little bit of boot on it to get it up in the air to give the Tigers a continued chance.
A good job by Ayanna Perry to stick with that one. That's a tough one because you see it get close to the goal, so you want to give up, but not until that ball fully crosses is it, considered out of play.
I think Jane Yates was able to get a little bit of a touch on it too to kind of keep it off that goal line. But you're right, Perry cleaned it up for the Panthers and kept it out of there. Dye to throw it in on the far side for the Tigers. Here's Ashton Thompson on the far side. Now giving a little bit of touch. She's going to go down in the 18, but Official's going to say play on. And now a call's going to go the Panthers' way. And you see Heaven Van Winkle down again. And she took a big boot from Thompson.
I think very similar to the injury that she sustained last week. Very similar fashion.
You know, you've got that ball, and you're both connecting and contacting at the same time. And Thompson, obviously, a very, very strong player. Heaven's going to have to come over and take a rest here. Sunio's going to go in for her and give her a little bit of rest over here on the sideline.
Definitely nothing vicious about that. That's just a tough play.
Absolutely not. Just a hard tackle there by both players trying to do something for their team. And Heaven was already a little banged up, and you see her come over to the sideline just to take a rest, and she's going to try to stretch that out just a little bit. Holyfield with a nice flick over the top of her head. Unable to get it, though, as the Lady Tigers number 15, Jocelyn Reed, was there to clean it up. Nice chase there by Allie Stiles. Stiles going to get paid off here with the throw-in for the Lady Panthers. Nina looking for it down that sideline. Let's see if Stiles can get it to her. Nina over the top of her head, right there to control it is Thompson. Thompson going to get charged with that one, and like you said, he's been consistent because I think I would have swallowed the whistle on that one as well, but the official...
And that's not just one night of consistency. That's been between last Wednesday, and now it's Monday. So I think he's got this down to a T, how he wants the game to go, and you know what? Good for him.
Yeah, he's going to call it the way he's going to call it, and there's another one on Lana Freitas. He is not wanting the contact. He's wanting clean, clear play on the pitch, and that's the way he's going to call it, so that's the way you have to play.
You know, and he's been pretty good calling it both ways.
He definitely has. He definitely has. He's been consistent the entire night with that call. I think we've got another B2 either taken off or a little touch and go or something.
I hear this one, but don't see it.
Off of Freitas over here on the near side. Manning was right there. Now here's Thompson. Thompson turn and a shot.
Perry doing a nice job to keep that one in play, almost.
I'll tell you
Cabby
what.
Bull, or no, sorry, that's now Avery Dunn up there.
Perry was able to set that one just like in volleyball. She kept it in play and dropped it back down to herself. Now Holyfield trying to make a little bit of a run. She's got Nina over here on the far side. Holyfield trying to take a shot on Miller. Probably about a 20-yard shot. You'd want her to kind of look up just a little bit as I think she had a nice cross to be able to clear some things out. But you can't give up on her because she's able to create that for herself the entire time. Now Manning trying to give chase. Annabelle Roberts right there for the Panthers. Manning comes away with it, though. That's a beautiful cross by Manning to Avery Dunn. Manning found herself kind of in that little short corner piece, able to set it out there for the Tigers. And another flyover right over the pitch. Right over the booth here. I mean, it's right above. You probably can't hear us very well, but the B2 taking a route that put them right over the crow's nest. And another flyover here of the pitch. Right as Callie Manning was able to lay off a beautiful assist to Avery Dunn. I'm impressed with the shooting, but I tell you, Derek, I've been more impressed with the assists tonight and just how they're able to put the ball where they need to put it. Right there, Callie Manning put that ball into a spot where Avery Dunn, all she had to do was come forward, put a one touch on it, and put it in the back of the net. Just a beautiful pass from her.
And you want to take a guess where that one started?
I know exactly where it started.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and your first 2 don't count.
Yeah, Avila, once again, you're getting a great player, and congratulations to you and to the Tigers here. I don't know why the ball's going to go back to Warrensburg, but it is.
I thought that one was out on Warrensburg.
Yeah, I think all the touches were Warrensburg over there on that side, but the sideline official saw it just a little bit different than me. We'll have to go back to the replay. Here's Thompson up top. Little step over, and Freitas makes her pay for it. Beautiful job defensively by Lana Freitas. What a great job. Not biting on the action of Thompson, but keeping an eye on the ball and her midline and taking it directly away from her. Offside's going to be called there on Manning. Very impressive defensive play there by Lana Freitas. Now Annabelle Roberts probably got the best boot here from the Panthers. Big ball right in the middle of the pitch for her. Giving chase over on the far side is Violet Roberts. Now Sturgill. Die to throw it in for the Tigers. And there's Thompson.
You know, not take anything away from Warrensburg here tonight, but you look down on the Noster bench, and there's 3 key players right there that just aren't able to be out on the pitch right now, and that's tough.
Yeah, it definitely hurts them. I mean, I saw Everts stretching out before the game. Another flyover right over the top of the crow's nest, but I saw Everts getting stretched before the game and was hoping that she was just stretching out to be able to go out onto the pitch tonight. But she's not. She's sitting there. You've got Michaela Howard sitting there right beside her as well. And just, you know, you've got some talent that is not out there on the pitch for the Lady Panthers.
But when you got a pass like that, that goes right to the back post, it don't matter who's out there.
I tell you, I was a fullback, but with Thompson out there, I could have been a forward because, I mean, she makes it so easy for them to be able to come up there and do that. I mean, just her passing alone has done an amazing job, and she's got a goal of her own as well as she put the ball, rocketed it into the back of the net for the Tigers. And the Tigers are giving chase again. Manning able to knock it off of Roberts for another set piece for the Warrensburg Lady Tigers. You know, once again, the ball's right there. Ayanna Perry comes forward that time, was able to push it forward. Ellie had a chance for it on that backside. Ended up putting her hand on the ball to be able to stop the play. But it was just a beautiful pass once again from Thompson. Throw in coming for the Tigers. Allison Adlich was the throw in. Now Ellie over on the far side. Anna Perry with a nice save for the Panthers.
About 17 minutes left in this one. Warrensburg leading 6-0. Now it's more just gut check time. Are you gonna, give up because you're down, or are you gonna try and go put in a couple and erase that clean sheet?
Yeah, Holyfield doing everything she could do there. She had a beautiful turn there. I think we would have had an offsides had that one been touched as well. Holyfield kind of been marked in the middle of that field all night. Struggling to break herself loose.
Yeah, that's something we talked about, is just being on that, best player. And that's exactly what Warrensburg's done. They put somebody on Holyfield and said, don't let her get loose.
Speaking of a best player, here's Thompson with a pass over to Heavner and then to Manning. There's Castillo. And just unlucky, just going for the ball, but Reagan Horn tripped up on that one, and the ball's going to go back to the Tigers. And Cambry Peterson to take the kick. Lana Freitas. Nice through ball. And look how far Miller is out. Miller's out 40 yards from her goal box. Holyfield, if she could have just got a touch on it, could have literally dribbled the ball all the way back into the goal.
What a cross. What a cross. Playing that one right where it needed to be.
And I think that one came again from Manning. Right over to Ellie to be able to close that one out.
Let's see if we can get a number on her there.
It is Manning coming off from that near side, number 11. That's her second beautiful assist. The first one coming where she laid it off into the 6. And that one just a nice cross for Weiderhoff's second goal of tonight. Sunio trying to put a boot on it. And here's Thompson out of the middle. Nice lay through to Heavner from her. Heavner goes to her left, trying to play it up there for Avery Dunn. Avery just shy of her second goal there as well.
14 minutes left in this one, and it's just all Warrensburg right now. Lady Tigers really firing on all cylinders.
Annabelle Roberts to take the goal kick, and I like the switch. I think Annabelle has the bigger boot back there in the back, probably has the consistency. You see Coach Olivas taking out some of his top players and congratulating them on their match here tonight. Anna Perry able to go down and clean that one up for the Lady Tigers. Or the Lady Panthers, sorry. That's Madison Dean over there on the far side. And now Manning has switched sides, trying to play it in. Ball's going to cross over the end line. Once again, the Noster Panther defense, they've got to be exhausted. The ball's been down here most of the night as they've had to battle against against the odds of the Tigers and the attack that they've put, against the odds of a couple players being down and out for the Panthers. And here's Holyfield trying to give chase, but there's Miller once again way off of her line. She's just trying to get it out of bounds to stop that run by Holyfield. But this defense all night has just been attacked by the Tigers and what they've been able to do. They've got to be exhausted down there.
I mean, I'm tired just watching them chase and defend. They've done a nice job, out of a couple. Those other ones have just been really nice plays by the Tigers.
Yeah, I my hat goes off to our defense tonight. They've placed a bunch of stops. The assists that are coming from the Tigers, from Thompson, from Manning, they've just been beautiful balls. I mean, it just right at the feet of the forward, at the right place, at the right time. And, my hat goes off to Coach Olivas and what he's been able to do with this team. But our Panther fullbacks have just been given a test tonight. There's Sturgill over there on that far side. Yates. Now Manning for the Tigers. Annabelle Roberts able to come forward with it. Avery Dunn tried to take a little shot on goal, but Ayanna Perry right there to clean it up. Now Lana Freitas. Castillo giving chase, but unable to catch up with that one. Lane Bushmeyer throws it in for the Tigers. She's going to get another chance at it. And right there she was trying to throw into Maya Laws. Bushmeyer now with Castillo. Castillo now, nice touch by her. She tries to play it a little bit forward. Sunyo right there. And they're not going to get the offsides call. Just a little breakdown on the line for the fullbacks.
Let's say, I feel like Freitas was about 3 yards back, which kept Heidner on, who was about 2 yards back off the line.
Yeah, Annabelle Roberts out of that position. She was trying to pull that line forward, but Freitas had kind of hung back there just a little bit. And lucky that Heidner wasn't able to get a boot on that one. Now Annabelle with a nice pass through. Just out of the reach of Holyfield. I don't think that one would have been an offsides. It was a nice pass by her.
About 9 minutes left here as Warrensburg sitting comfortably up 7-0. Be interested to see, what kind of their reserves are able to do now with the starters on the bench.
You want to see Noster just not hang their head and come out and erase that 0 there with 9 minutes to go.
Even though it's one goal, one goal doesn't make a difference. To erase a shutout, that's a good feeling.
Ellie hits the side of the net for the Tigers, and Robert's going to kick that goal kick. Yeah, you just don't want to get blanked in a game. I mean, you want to be able to come out of this match and look back on it and take some positives away from it. And there have been a lot of positives for the Panthers and what they've been able to do here tonight. Noster on this little free kick here. Roberts to come forward to take this. It should get the ball down here. You'd like to see the Panthers keep it on this end for just a little bit. And there's where we should be going. We're going wide that time. from Violet Roberts to Sturgill. And now Sturgill, the other Sturgill in the back there to play it forward for the Panthers. Allie Stiles, now Sturgill. Nice pass by Elizabeth Sturgill, but it's going to be played back to the keeper. Now Yates trying to battle in the middle. And here's Peyton Heavner. Annabelle Roberts step for step with Heavner right there, able to take the ball away.
Well, that says something about Roberts right there. Is with 7 minutes left. She's still chasing down. She's not giving up the easy goal.
No, that girl's got heart. Throwing it in over there on the far side is Madison Dean for the Tigers. To Ellie. Here comes Holyfield now trying to give chase. Ball's going to go all the way back to Jen Miller. Miller going to punch it forward for the Tigers. Miller's played much of this half 30 to 40 yards off of her line. And Roberts is still back there battling as that fullback.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a goalie sit as consistent that far out as Miller has tonight.
Now there was Heavner over to Avery Dunn. Dunn kicking it past that inline.
Almost think should have seen Dunn maybe take a couple more steps forward and put a shot on net.
Yeah, she tried to go with a one touch. She probably could have put 2 or 3 there off of the pass from Heavner. But now Roberts to kick for the Panthers. Heavner right there for the Tigers. Now Dunn. Roberts still battling, and Freitas right there to kick it forward. Now Sunio gives chase. There's Lana Freitas. With 2 on her, she's able to punch it forward to Castillo. Yates. Now long ball. Over to Holyfield. Holyfield now with some room in front of her. Now they're just collapsing on her. And knocked down from behind.
That's probably a blessing in disguise there for Holyfield. I know she wanted to get out and run, but it was 1 on 5.
Yeah, I mean with the number of people that was in front of her and having to play the touch as well, I don't know that she would have gotten that far. Fred is trying to play it over the top and give Holyfield a little chance to come through.
Michael, well, we have about 4 minutes left here. You know, we've been giving shout-outs all year long to last year's yearbook sponsors. I think now we can start, looking ahead to this year's, as this year's book is nearing it kind of its halfway point and then some, because, a lot of the fall and winter stuff is done. So we want to give big shout-outs to Sonic here in Noster, Mama Pins, and Rockin' Sports Entertainment, and all the senior parents that have purchased yearbooks to celebrate their seniors this year. I mean, we just had an overwhelming amount that we even added. We took away some pages that we were just going to put pictures, and we were able to do senior ads on that. It was great to see the support for the seniors and for the school.
It's great that they are giving back and supporting. We've got some repeats on there with Sonic and Rockin' Sports, and great to see Mama Peens come in and join in and give their support towards the yearbook and give us an opportunity to be able to provide these. Castillo making a big run here for Noster, and the ball is going to get punched out of bounds. and be called for the Tigers. I think he's actually going to call a foul here beforehand. And now Miller to kick for Warrensburg. Miller with quite the boot herself. As you see her punch that one forward, we've seen her kick out of that box and kick past midfield. There's Lana Freitas with a through ball to Holyfield, but Miller way off of her line picks it up at the 18.
Good attack by Lana Freitas.
I had a keeper do this too this one time in college, and actually took a shot from midfield, just put it over the top of their head, rolled in. So I had about a 60-yard goal because the keeper just came up so much. We were actually winning the game, so I don't know why he was off his line so much, but
well, you know what they say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
well, I meant to do it.
Yeah.
I did mean to do it, but I was so mad about seeing the keeper come forward so much. I just put a big old boot on it and kicked it at the goal, and it did go in for me, and that was about my one and only that I was able to put in. As a fullback, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive to be able to put one on goal like that from that distance, even with an open net. Because again, it goes back to that beach ball in the ocean type thing. Is you just got an open net and you just gotta drive it home.
Well, if I'm being truly honest, if I'd have been 18 yards away, it probably went 40 feet over the top of the goal as a fullback. So I did not have the control that Thompson shows tonight.
So we've got about 40 seconds left here in this one as things get ready to wrap up here from Noster High School.
Here comes Heavner on the run for the Tigers. One last chance for her. Anna Perry with another save for the Panthers.
Put that one right at Iona.
There's Sturgill on the far side. Roberts. Up to Sunyo. Now Holyfield. Don't imagine there will be any stoppage time on this one. As it goes out.
Me again.
I was waiting for that one because I did see the clock tick down there to 0. But that's how we're going to end things tonight. 7-0 for the Warrensburg Tigers as they go away with this one here from Noster. Once again, a hat trick there for Tabby Bolt. A lot of assists coming from Ashton Thompson. Two great assists coming also from Callie Manning.
Yeah, good performance up front by the Tigers here tonight. Led them to that 7-0 victory.
Nice effort there by the Panthers. They definitely did not give up. We saw Annabelle Roberts fighting till the very end. Lana Freitas out there as well, fighting till the very end. Sturgill in the back, both the Sturgill sisters in the back fighting till that very end. We didn't see them really hanging their head. They were still trying to go on that attack. Just as you said, they had a couple of players that were down for them. Nothing taken away from the Tigers. They played a good match tonight. Were able to come out with a very strong win here in Noster. And I'm Michael Coron. I'm alongside Derek Brizendine and his wife Allison. And we are going to sign off here and let you guys have an enjoyable night. And we'll see you at our next broadcast.